All right, let's talk elephants. Not just any elephants, the two giants of South Asia, the Indian elephant, the Sri Lankan elephant. Both are subspecies of the Asian elephant, Elephas maximus, but trust me, there's more to their story than just where they live. First up, the basics. The Indian elephant goes by the scientific name Elephas maximus indicus, while the Sri Lankan elephant is Elephas maximus maximus. Yeah, I know, the names sound like tongue twisters, but all you need to remember is they're both Asian elephants, just with some unique twists. Let's talk size. Sri Lankan elephants are the real heavyweights here. The males can reach up to 3.5 meters tall. That's about 11.5 feet, and tip the scales at a whopping 5.5 to 6 metric tons. Indian elephant males? Still impressive, but a bit more modest, maxing out around 3.2 meters and about 5 tons. So, if you ever see an elephant that looks extra massive, chances are it's from Sri Lanka. Now, what about their looks? Sri Lankan elephants have darker skin, and you'll spot more pinkish depigmented patches on their ears, face, and trunk. Indian elephants, on the other hand, have lighter skin and usually fewer of those pink patches. It's a subtle difference, but once you know, you know. Tusks. Here's where things get interesting. In Sri Lanka, less than 10% of the males have tusks. Most are tuskless. They're called maximus. Indian elephants? More males have tusks, but still not as many as you'd see with African elephants. So if you see a tuskless male, don't be surprised. It's totally normal, especially in Sri Lanka. Let's talk ears. Sri Lankan elephants have slightly larger ears compared to their Indian cousins. Those bigger ears help them stay cool in the hot Sri Lankan climate. Indian elephants' ears are a bit smaller, but still pretty impressive up close. Distribution-wise, it's all in the name. Sri Lankan elephants are found only in Sri Lanka, mostly in the dry and intermediate zones. Indian elephants have a much wider range: India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, parts of Myanmar. Now here's the part that matters most: conservation. Both subspecies are endangered, mainly due to habitat loss, poaching, conflicts with humans. There are only about 6,000 Sri Lankan elephants left, while the Indian population is larger, around 27 to 30,000, mostly in India. But either way, their numbers are dropping, and they need our help. So, quick recap. Sri Lankan elephants are the biggest, with darker skin and more pink patches, fewer tusks, and slightly larger ears. Indian elephants are a bit smaller, lighter-skinned, with more tusked males and a much wider range. Next time you see an elephant, maybe you'll know exactly which gentle giant you're looking at. And remember, whether big or small, every elephant counts.